Hey folks, welcome back to Game Geeks. I'm your host, Kurt Wiegel. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about Coriolis. This is, without a doubt, one of the most gorgeous books that I've ever had the privilege of reading, to be honest with you. The art inside varies from, well, there's not a bad piece in there, honestly. Every one of them, even the ones I'm not particularly fond of, are super evocative. They are right on point, and they completely drive home what this game is about. This is a game where, like a lot of science fiction, where we have colonized out into a new zone of space called the Horizon, the third horizon, and then the people that were there lost contact with the second horizon, lived on their own for quite a while, and then new people from the second horizon has come, and there's tension between those who have been there for a long time and those who have not. Now, we've seen this before. We saw it in Blue Planet. We've seen some of it in Dawning Star. It's really just a natives versus colonists discussion all over again. And there's all kinds of sociological discussion you can have with that. I don't want to do it. I don't care about that. My question is, does it make for an interesting game? And the answer is yes, it really does. Now, this self-describes as science fiction with an Arabian Nights feel. I had no idea what that meant when I started reading this. Those words didn't mean a whole hell of a lot to me, I'll be honest. But after I read through this, I can really see it. The religion in this game is front and center. The religion itself feels very much like Islam mixed with just a little bit of Zoroastrianism, where you have these icons who are incarnations of the face or the voice of God. Now, the icons each do something slightly different. There's the messenger, the dancer, the merchant, the judge, the traveler, the lady of tears, the faceless one. There's all these different aspects. In fact, it's so important that every ship has a temple on it, and it is assumed that at some point your character is going to go and pray at the temple. And the characters each have their own icon that they sort of respect, revere, or call to more than the others. The icons actually have a mechanical effect. If you fail at something, you can make a call to the icons and you can make the roll again. If you succeed, though, you incur a sort of karmic debt, where the dark between the stars, which is sort of the mystic supernatural badness of the setting, starts to gain more leverage, more power, more mobility. Basically, it's a pool of dice the DMs get to use against you at a later point in time, but, semantics. The engine itself is really straightforward. It is skill plus attribute. You roll that as a pool of d6s. Every 6 is a success. You need 2 for a normal success. Seems a little harsh, not going to lie it is, but this isn't the most forgiving of settings either. One of the more curious things about character creation is it assumes your character's background. You're all human. It does give you rules for playing non-humans, but I wouldn't use them. The humans come from one of 3 different backgrounds, either privileged, working class, or lower class. If you're privileged, your attributes pool is lower, but your skill pool is higher, and that changes as you go down the list. Clearly, the middle of the road one is going to be the one that gives you the average balance of the 2. Following up on this, we've got the way FTL itself works, which is there's these series of unstable spaces which can take you from one system to a next, but you need to be in cryo to do them because there's something there that will drive you crazy or kill you if you're awake when you make that jump. The ship designs themselves, the maps, the pictures of the ships, the different ideas for them are absolutely beautiful. One of the things that it really enforces is the fact that you need to have a theme for your group. Are you couriers? Are you merchants? Are you a mercenary group? Or are you a salvage group? Each one of these comes with a different ship. You get the ship for free. You don't have to buy it with your points because the ship is as much of a plot device as it is anything else. This is an absolutely beautiful game. It is well thought out. It has enough mysticism to make it interesting without clobbering you over the head with it. Yes, Dragonstar, I'm looking at you. And at the same time, there's a lot of mystery built in that I think is fascinating to explore. I recommend this game very highly. If you like science fiction and you're looking for something a little different, get your hands on a copy of this book. I'm not going to lie, it's not cheap, but you can get it from Modiphius, and it's a ton of fun to go through. For Game Geeks, I'm your host, Kurt Wiegel. Good day and good gaming.